This video is going to give you some of my personal tips and tricks on how to get creative in the quest to stack more Satoshis and to build your long-term crypto wealth. Now look, none of the ideas that I'm going to share with you today are some kind of great secrets, but they are a reminder of the fundamentals, which is always super important to keep that focus on, as well as a few extra bits to help you juice your long-term crypto portfolio. This video, though, will not tell you how to get rich overnight. This is about building long-term, lasting wealth. Most people overestimate what they can do in a year with investing and significantly underestimate what they can do in 5 years or 10 years investing. Before I break all of that down for you, a reminder to please take your security seriously. There is no sense in diligently stacking Satoshis for years on end only to get your Bitcoin robbed because you had bad security practices. Get a hardware wallet. Get a Ledger Nano X. It is the best way as a regular user to secure your crypto. And you can even snag one of these sweet limited Moon Edition Ledger Nano X's. No better way to hold your Bitcoin to the moon than with a Moon Edition Ledger Nano. There is a link down below where you can pick up yours today. Now, the first thing to realize is that there is, yes, as mentioned, not really any magical secret to building long-term wealth. It is actually incredibly simple to do well with Bitcoin over time, especially if you have a low time preference. Far too many people get caught into this weird trap that if you don't see big returns really quickly, then you shouldn't invest anything. And look, cryptocurrency isn't the only investment out there. Yeah, there's stocks, and yeah, there's real estate, and there's lots of other things beside that, which can all be very solid places to put your money. But this is a cryptocurrency channel, so we're going to talk about crypto, guys. Anyway, in spite of some of the other ideas that I'm going to be breaking down for you in this video, the truth is, all you have to do is to stack sats and chill. That is to say that you buy Bitcoin and that you don't sell it at the first sign of turbulence. So basically just buy a little bit of Bitcoin every paycheck or once a month or whatever the right time frame is for you. But you have got to decide on this as a U tax and then put that money into Bitcoin. Maybe you only have 20 bucks a week to put into Bitcoin. That can still add up really fast. Using the website dcabtc.com, we can see that your $20 invested weekly for the last year would have made you a 53% gain. And you now have around 20 million Satoshis. That's not bad for 20 bucks a week. And you also removed all the stress of trying to catch the top and catch the bottom and all this nonsense. Dollar cost averaging is a very solid way to get regular exposure to Bitcoin and to ensure a good average price over time versus FOMOing in at the top or trying to time the bottom. You don't need that stress in your life. Also, automate your buying if you can. Set up a direct debit for your purchase amount every week to go to your exchange account. Some exchanges even offer an auto buy service, but please do beware that these auto buy services usually incur higher fees. Then, of course, you can always find a few little loose end spends that you probably have that you can also just cut out of your life. We all have those little unnecessary things which take up money every month that simply don't have to be taking up that money. As a simple example, eating your lunch out every day, that can add up really fast, whereas packing your own lunch is probably going to be healthier for you, but you're also going to save a lot of money over the course of a year. That money, of course, can then be invested into your future. Look, even if you saved just 20 bucks a week by packing your lunch, then you would significantly increase your long-term wealth building potential. Some other ideas: go and raid your attic or your closet and get rid of that stuff that's not only cluttering up your house, but which is simply not providing any value to you. We all have that stuff sitting around. You know it's there. You know it's sitting in your closet or your garage or whatever. Pop it up on eBay. One man's trash is another man's treasure, right? Well, you can get some cash for that and convert it into Satoshis. But look, maybe you don't have any spare income. Maybe you don't have any extra stuff to sell. You know what? Get yourself a side hustle. Flip stuff online. It's easy, it's fun, it's available to everyone with just a bit of hustle. Anyway, there's lots of ways to get more cash to stack Satoshis. But once you have them, once you have that cash, you're going to go buy your Bitcoin. There is a very insidious leech on your future Bitcoin wealth: fees. Bring down the fees that you pay to get your Bitcoin. I know that may seem incredibly simplistic, but fees can seriously add up over time. And this becomes super apparent with the recent move by Coinbase Pro when they had a massive fee hike. So buying one Bitcoin will cost around $40 in fees at the current price over on Coinbase Pro, around $120 on Coinbase Standard, and up to a whopping $320 in fees if buying with a credit or debit card. Whereas that same Bitcoin will cost you $20 in fees over on Kraken and $8 in fees on liquid.com. Big difference, especially compounded over a long term. There's also a new service which is called Level, which will basically allow people to buy and sell as much crypto as they want for a $9 a month flat fee, which could be very interesting for those who are looking to make big purchases on a regular basis. For people making smaller purchases, probably not going to be worthwhile. Fees are the silent Bitcoin killer. Be aware of them and their effect on your portfolio over the long term. And chances are you're going to need to do a bit of shopping around to see what is the best option for you in your local jurisdiction, because it depends on what exchange is available to you in your state or your country. So do some shopping around, please. And another fee to keep in mind is the withdrawal fees. And look, I know we all say do not keep your crypto on exchanges. But if you are doing a weekly $20 or $50 or even $100 buy, then maybe you only need to withdraw your crypto once a month to your long-term storage wallet to avoid continually having to pay withdrawal fees for small amounts. An exchange is not a bank, but be aware of how those withdrawal fees will affect your long-term portfolio. Now look, these withdrawal fees may not matter too much to you if you are doing some big purchases just once a month, for example. But be aware of this little sneaky Satoshi sucker. Well, it may not make much of a difference 1 or 2 times. I just want you to imagine the compounded effect of high purchase fees and weekly withdrawal fees over 5 years or 10 years. That is a lot of lost Bitcoin going to feed the beast. So next up is trading. And I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this since it's really a whole video in of itself, but yes, at its most basic, more Satoshis can be made by trading. But all of your years of diligence keeping fees down and stacking Satoshis can all be wiped out in 1 minute trading. All your money gone forever. It is a brutal game that chews up and spits out most people. Now, if you are dedicated, if you practice good risk management strategies, and you have a lot of time to dedicate to learning how to do it, then yes, it's true. You can make good money trading on exchanges like BYBIT or over on Binance with their new futures markets, or even just simple spot trading of altcoins for Bitcoin. But for most of you listening, it's probably best to avoid trading if you do not have the time to dedicate to it. That being said, if you really want to get into trading and you're still quite new at it, then I suggest checking out 3 Commas. This is a place where you can get a free account, which will give you access to a testnet account with $10,000 of play money. Now, this play money lets you test out your trading strategies without actually risking your own money, at least until you feel comfortable to do so. And if you do start trading, please remember to keep trades to a small percentage of your total portfolio. So any trade that you make should not consist of more than 2 or 3% of your total portfolio. While the rewards may not be as big when you're trading like that, the risk is also seriously minimized. Also, always use very low leverage on a margin platform like BYBIT. Yes, there is a 100x margin available, but honestly, there's really no reason to use it just because it happens to be there and be available. The clever traders, the traders who do the best over time, they use like 3 or 5x leverage, and they consistently make solid wins based on reducing their risk. Okay, that's all that I have to say about trading. So next up is lending. And I know that this is a sensitive topic for many people in crypto land because yes, having control over your private keys is a major feature of Bitcoin. However, if you're interested in earning an annual percentage of interest on your long-term Bitcoin holdings, or maybe even just your stablecoin holdings, the stablecoin rates are way better than a lot of banks are offering, and you think that the risk is worth the reward, then check out BlockFi, which offers a 6.2% annual compound interest on Bitcoin, or my personal favorite, crypto.com, which offers up to 8% annually on Bitcoin for premium accounts. These platforms are a really cool way to just earn a little extra on your long-term Bitcoin holdings, or if you have some stable coins sitting on the side, you can just keep those in there and be earning a bit of interest while waiting to buy a dip, for example. That is, of course, if you believe that the risk is worth the reward. And speaking of rewards, crypto rewards is the next one on the list. We all need to buy stuff from time to time. And most of that purchasing in 2019 and beyond is going to happen online. So what if you could make Bitcoin every time you make a purchase online? Well, companies like Lolly, funny name, serious service, make that possible. They are a Bitcoin back rewards program that gives on average a few percentage points for basically making purchases like, hotels or plane tickets or clothes or electronics or really whatever else you happen to be buying online currently. They support over 750 different merchants. Basically, free Bitcoin for buying things that you would buy anyway. Pay, spelled P-E-I, is another program that links your card and gives you a small percentage back for making purchases in crypto. Crypto.com also has a crypto back rewards program on their cards. So if you stake 50 MCO, for example, you will get the Ruby card, which gives you 2% back on all of your purchases in crypto. And if you use the link down below, then you also get $50 just for signing up. Nice. Please be aware that many of these services are geo-restricted, but if they are available in your area, they can definitely be a great way for many of you listening to earn a little bit of extra crypto for doing things that you normally do anyway. Moving on. Mining, of course, remains a very popular way to get Bitcoin, but the game is changing fast, and unless you have some seriously cheap power, you are unlikely to be able to compete with the big boys. There are massive companies who are cutting sweetheart deals directly with power providers these days. But there is still money to be made in mining if you have the right conditions and really cheap power. And you can always mine altcoins, of course, as well with a spare gaming graphics card that you have sitting around. And then, of course, you can sell those mined coins for Bitcoin or Ethereum, whatever else is you want to have long term. But make sure to keep an eye on your power costs still, even with a GPU card. And please do your research before buying any expensive hardware. Many machines which are for sale on the market are completely unprofitable already. Please beware. Then there are a few ways to just really get free crypto and Bitcoin. In terms of free crypto, programs like Coinbase Earn give you small amounts, say, $5 to $10 worth of a coin for completing some kind of simple educational tasks. That can then be converted into Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever it is that you would like to be holding. Equally, airdrops they're still a thing. Airdrops still going out there. While airdrops may have slowed down a bit with the general slowdown in the launch of new projects overall, there are still projects that you can sign up for. You can check out airdrops.io or airdropalert.com. They are still decent places to find out about new or upcoming airdrops. Most of these airdrops that you get, they're never going to be worth anything. But a few of them just might end up doing very well for you. Those free airdrop coins, of course, can then be sold for Bitcoin or cash or whatever it is you want. Another way to get crypto is via giveaways, which is a good reason to find out who regularly does these giveaways, then to follow them on Twitter or Facebook, wherever the giveaways happen to be happening. Are you guaranteed to win giveaways? No, of course you're not guaranteed to win a giveaway, but are the chances pretty decent of winning a lot of these giveaways? Yeah, that's not bad. So here are two that are happening today. Crypto.com is giving away $1,000 in Bitcoin, and Veracity is giving away $10,000 in VRA tokens. Then, of course, there are services like the Brave browser, which allows you to opt in some jurisdictions anyway to see ads and then get paid for ads. Thus, you earn basic attention token for your attention in viewing those ads. That, of course, can be held long term or turned into Bitcoin as you see fit. And then finally, good old-fashioned affiliate marketing. Well, you may think that this is something only for YouTubers or big Twitter personalities. That is simply not true. Anyone can recommend a friend to the majority of services that are available out there, whether it be Ledger or Abra or Binance or a whole pile of other reliable crypto services. You can earn Bitcoin by talking to your friends and family and getting them to sign up for these services or products. This is a massively underused way to get Bitcoin by regular crypto junkies. Guys, seriously, don't be afraid. If you're talking to a workmate who's interested in Bitcoin, just say, hey man, look, I can recommend a great exchange where you can go and buy Bitcoin, and I can send you a link to that exchange where we both get 10 or 20 bucks or whatever it might be in free Bitcoin when you sign up. Sounds like a sweet deal, right? Who doesn't want free Bitcoin? Anyway, I hope that these ideas have been useful for you. Please feel free to mention any ideas that I might have missed down below in the comment section. How are you stacking sats? What are some of your ideas to help juice your crypto earnings? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure to leave a thumbs up if you did. And if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.